for me. That's them. Yeah. So, Nana, how are you, though?
I'm fine.
I have to call you Nana because you are like a sister to me.
I know, right?
And so calling you Christiana is a struggle. I don't know. So I'm going to have to call you Nana. But they're going to tell everybody that you are Christiana.
Yes.
Yes. So for me, I have known you as one of the sweetest persons ever. I mean, when we first met, how, you know, we spoke and everything at an event, I said, wow, this lady is just awesome. Have you always been like that, though?
Yes. Yes, I think it's my personality. I'm a vibe. I mean, I always want you to see me happy. I don't like anything to weigh me. And I always keep that big smile and I love it when I see pretty women. Like I told you the first time that you are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You are so pretty. So I think that's where the connection started. The way I was like, oh wow, you are so pretty and all that. I believe that as women, when you meet a fellow woman and she's pretty, you just have to be nice. Just say it. It doesn't cost you a leg or an arm to, appreciate another fellow woman's beauty. So I think that's what I did and it connected. And well, everyone that knows me knows that, oh, Nana, my dear, because I always want to be happy. I don't want anything to bother me or something. So I think that's my personality. Naturally, I'm a very vibe.
And it's a very beautiful personality because, you know, with that personality, definitely it's kept you in the business for a decade.
Yes.
For a lot of young people, you know, if I say I want to be a caterer or I want to do food business, somebody will say, and I send the home accounts for a How did your story start?
Well, my story is different. Mine is more like home cooking that graduated. So I graduated myself in my house, into being a food connoisseur. I'm a foodie. I love food. I love to see people happy. I love when they eat. I love it when people give good reviews about a good meal. So mine, I would say, if I'm permitted, is a calling.
Okay.
Yes, I grew up.
Your food tastes so good.
Thank you. So I grew up in a mission house. My dad is a pastor. And growing up, I saw different people coming in our home, seeing my mom serve them different meals at a time. And me, I come from the home where they do a lot of food and they spread it and it's like befa dear kind of. So that's where my love for food grew. Okay. I just came to love food and serving people and all that. So it was something I discovered I had. I did business admin in the uni. I specialized in human resource management. I did a bit of business. I used to travel to buy stuff to come and sell. Okay. Those days to go to Lagos, get stuff, bring it down, come and sell. Even when I was in uni, I had this lady at Kanishi that I'll go for her stuff, then I'll go and sell it to my mates and my lecturers.
Oh, right.
Yes, so I have been a business person, and then what moved me into being a caterer or going full-time into food was I was fighting a lot with my friends, you know. When I bring the stuffs, they like it, they take it, but when it's time for me to take my money, it turns into a fight. So I was like, hey, what can I do that, you need to pay before? And before that, or whilst I was selling stuff, I was also making food for my friends on their birthdays.
Okay.
Yes, so when there's a friend, it's like, Christy, that your chicken, I want some, that your salad. So I used to get, hey, won't you do it so that we'll make money? They used to pass those comments. And I remember one friend's birthday, I was in their house, and then I did a whole catering. I did everything for the party. So they were like, hey, Christy,
and you were not in the business at all?
No, not at all. So I remember we used their mom's stuff, and I did a small setup on a table in their hall, and then we all partied, and like the friends that came in, they were like, oh, who made that? My friend, oh, what's the name of your business? I don't have a name, I don't have a business, I just love to cook. And that day, the mom really prayed for me. Wow. She was like, I pray that this becomes a good business for you because your food is good. She's part. So I feel like that was when I started getting the whole mind. It's not like I just started because somebody was giving me that vibe that, oh, do it. Right. But I knew I had that in me, but I just needed someone to push me a little. So after some time, after fighting and battling with my friends who were refusing to pay me after they buy stuffs for me, I said, there's one thing that nobody takes on credit, if I'm right, it's food.
It's food, that's
You have
true.
to pay before you are served. So I said, let me start. So that was after my national service at Cocoa Board.
Okay.
Yes, I started from the house. I was doing lunch packs. Then before I go out, I'll send in a menu.
Okay.
To my friends back there, because I was done with my service. So I was at the procurement department. So I'll just send it. I had one girl, Rahel. I said, Rahel, take it around. If you sell more, I'll give you a pack free.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so she would take the menu.
You really did business at school.
Yes,
Yeah,
so...
because this idea, it wouldn't have crossed my mind.
Well...
Yeah, because probably I'm not that business-minded,
yes,
so I'll just say, oh, sell it for
sell
me
it.
or something.
Yeah. So I told Rahel that, Rahel, if you get more sales, like if you get 10 people to order from the menu, you get a free pack for yourself as well. So she will go to the other floors and then show it to the other departments, and she will compile the order list and send to me.
Okay.
Then I'll make it and put it. You see this blue and white ice chairs? The Kumasi people call it coma.
Coma.
Coma, So I had one, so to keep the temperature right. And then the papaya packs, those aluminium foil packs, they were not there. So I was using the Kako packs, the Indomie packs, yes. So because I don't want the food to get cold, I'll put them in the coma. So when I get to your floor,
all right,
and then I'll just come to your room. So she will take your
order,
floor number, room number. You know, Cocoa Board, all the rooms are numbered, like the way they do hotels, so that when you're sending a letter or something, it's easy for you to find the room. So I'll go there, and then maybe I'm looking for Rosalind, and Rosalind will come, I'll give you your food. Then, because you've already paid to Rahel.
So it was pay, and then I deliver food to you.
Yes, because if you don't pay and I come and you don't take it over like this, so you pay the money first to Rahel.
And I deliver your food to you?
Yes, then I'll deliver the food to you. So then it was just me. I lived alone there, so I'll wake up and then I'll do everything. Then I'll close the kitchen. When I come, I'll come and tidy up. Then I prepare for the next day. Then later, I got 2 ladies that lived in my apartment to help me. So they will come up and help. So by the time I'm back, they will do the tidy up for me. Then I'll pass Kanishi Market, buy a few things, and come and prep for the next day. Wow. So that's how it all started. It was just like me and my people from Cocoa Board, because they were the only people I knew then. My uni people are more like a call away, but a station place to send the food and go and sell it. So I did flyers. So when I come today, then I use that opportunity to give the flyers to the other people that, oh, I do food, my number is on it. If you text me, I'll send you the menu for the next day. And I think one of the things that were a bit challenging for me then was that maybe I'll put a lot of menu together because I think I can make the food. Right. I do like 3 or 5 or 6 dishes menu. And you get only one person ordering for banku and okro.
Ooh, you have to prepare the banku and okro?
You have to prepare it.
For one person?
For one person. To Mary now,
yeah.
To me, Dibia.
And at that time, you didn't know me. I would have come to eat for you. You just called me and say, come and eat this banku.
So what I was doing is that opposite me was this uncompleted building that had people living in there. So whatever that is left, the ones that I can't keep,
right,
I just give it to them. So eventually, I was getting them to come and help me make my meals and then clean up for me, tidy up, prep for the food, yes.
So that's how gradually the business started growing?
That's how the whole Foodbank thing came about.
But how did you get the name Foodbank, though? I've always wondered.
I love money.
I love money, too. No wonder we are friends.
Yes, I love money. So I relate everything I do with something that is connected with money. I remember my friend had a salon at Spaintex. And I forced her to name the salon Beauty Bank. She said, no, Beauty Bank is somebody's business name. I said, use it, it's bank. You know, so when I was starting my food business, I had 3 names. No, I had 2. In and Out Catering and then Foodbank. And I sent it to a few friends. I'm like, oh, help me choose a name for my new food business. And it looks like almost everyone, oh, Foodbank sounds like it's a food. And a bank, meaning that whenever you walk into a bank, there is money. So meaning that whenever people comes to you, there is food, like they will get food to you. So I was like, okay, then Foodbank is this, because I love money. So once there is bank attached to it, the money will come.
And the money's been coming.
And the money has
I like that. So that in words. It's working perfectly.
Yes.
But then as we are talking about it right now, somebody will think the journey has been very smooth, has it?
Never.
So before you go into it, when we interview people, they say we started our business with 10 Ghana cedis. I started selling, chicken from my backyard and stuff like. How much did you start your business with?
I can't quantify that, to be honest, because for me, the passion in it was what was driving me. So if I say that I knew how much my capital was, then I would lie to you.
Okay.
As much as I had done a few business and be able to save a little money, and I was very close to my boss at Cocoa Board, and I used to work overtime.
Okay.
So she used to tip me a lot. So after national service, the money that government was paying me was still there.
Okay.
But I didn't just start by purchasing the things that I was cooking. I didn't even know how to go about it, because this is somebody who has been selling clothes and perfumes and jewelries, and today I say I want to do food. I didn't even know the right materials, the resources to start with. So if I say I'll be able to tell you that I started with 20 cedis or 30, I would lie to you. Okay. I just started like, okay, I've created a menu. Let me share it with my friends. So my friend like Mother Beta, Abena, some friends, some close friends, and then Cocoa Board people, I'll just send it to them. And then they will order. So based on what I'm doing, I go to the market, buy the foodstuffs, and come and cook.
Okay.
So at the end, whether I wasn't making profit, because I honestly didn't know what I was doing. It was just like, I want to do it. The passion is there. I can do it. The drive is there. But I didn't have the knowledge.
Wow.
I didn't have the knowledge to go about managing my finances.
And today, see where God has brought you.
And so that's the growth. I mean, you have to take your time to go through the growth process. So,
and the process, you were saying, hasn't been that easy.
I'm still in my struggles. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How?
Every day I scream. Every day I shout. Sometimes I have to throw ladder on someone before their heads will come back to factory. I mean, one of the major challenges for I won't say for food, for every business owner is their staff. The employees, the people you work with, they know what to do. The ones that don't know, you have taught them, you have shown them how you want things to be done. They will go back and do what they want to do. And my line of work is very risky. Caterers are like doctors. The life of people are in our hands.
Yeah.
One little mistake, someone is gone.
This reminds me of when I interviewed Auntie Muni, may her soul rest in peace, about 6 years ago. And she said at a point, one of her workers poisoned the food. And so the people that bought the food that day were all hospitalized. That's how bad and scary it can be.
Yes, it is. I always say that I don't wait for feedbacks on your food was good, oh, the setup was beautiful after every event. I wait and pray that there will be no call saying that, oh, the people you catered for, this is what has happened to them. Because I can't do it all. I mean, the business has grown now. The numbers have multiplied. You are serving different people, different meals. You can't do it all by yourself. You need a team.
Yeah.
So the team here is, I would say that they hold down the business. You can put the menu out there, you can put the ingredients, you can give the instructions, but someone has to make it happen. So the challenge here is managing the staff to understand what you want.
Right.
Because I have standards in terms of how I want my food to taste. So if you look at the 10 years of me being in business, my oldest staff is 9 years. April is 4 months, right?
Oh, wow.
4 months with me.
Wow.
Yes, and I have 8 years. I have 7 years that I've worked with me.
What do you do so different that makes them stay?
I treat them like my own. I love them. Some are older than me, but I be a mother to them. I try to understand them. I confide them to the bone. I can shout and do when it's work related, but I make sure that I listen to their concerns. And I make sure that I'm able to look at them and know when they are okay and when they are not okay. Because, the fact that they are your staff doesn't mean that they only become important to you when it's about what they are doing. Because when they don't have peace of mind at work, at home, it affects your work. So I play a lot with my staff. Like, I joke a lot. Sometimes they see me so prepare, I say purr. Like, I have that connection with them. But the next minute, you see me screaming and calling your name from the back, and you get, because you know that it is work. There's an order that has to go out at a particular time. It's an event. They are waiting for it. Yeah. You don't play in my kitchen.
No wonder you have so much, clients who are returning clients.
Exactly.
So many of them.
I've had a signature food taste for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I have people go for events. I'm not, they go like, are you the one at East Lagos? Like, how did you know? But when I tasted it, I knew it was Foodbank.
Yeah.
So I created my own recipe.
Okay.
Yes. In my kitchen, whether you are the top chef and I bring you, you have to learn something there. Because I know the food that my people love at heart. The taste, homemade.
Homemade. You know, there's a lady who came for my party and she can't get over the angwamo. She keeps asking for the angwamo.
So homemade. It's a homemade meal.
The under. It tastes different.
Yeah, so we make homemade food.
Yeah.
I grew up in a village. I'm not a DB.
Oh, really? Okay. Now you're saying you're not a DB. We want to know because, my producer actually, when you came in, she came to help you come up, right? Yes. And she's like, hey, she's a DB or she drives a range.
I just so busy, I say, Kumasi, that's where I'm from.
All right, so if you say you're not a DB, how was growing up like?
Growing up was tough. I grew up in a space where there was nothing like a dream there. I grew up in an environment that you don't see anyone doing something different. Yegum. Like, me mama nie, me papa nie, you get what I mean? And so of we Ashantis, of those that are from Kumasi can attest to that Ashantis, you go 45, your mother will cook and cover the food for you to come and eat. They take care of their children and their family. So if you are not careful, you will not be challenged to do anything for yourself. I grew up in a mission house. There's a church, there's my father's house. There are homes for people that are sick and they come and it's like, brophobia and koso. Nobody speaks English there. But my parents did well. I attended one of the best schools.
So when you were growing up, it was Tree you used to speak?
Yes, I only hear English when I go to school. Who is speaking that English in your house? But my mom did well. Yeah. Because my mom had something for us that she wanted to see all of us to be those bougie kids. Yeah. So our school, even though I was living at that stage, I was traveling miles to school. Okay. Like to a better school with like DB kids. Okay. That one I was privileged, like to go to a good school. Right. Yes. And then sometimes my mother would pay some of my dad would pay some of the teachers come and teach us at home. But I'm talking about the environment. Yeah. They were trying, my parents were trying so that we'll be better, like we'll be like, because that's where my dad is, that's his home, it's his church. So my dad will never, he's still there, he has never moved. So
your dad is still in the village?
It's not a village, it's like Accra, and Sawen, Mama, Saman. So it's not a village, but it wasn't a place like the East Lagos.
Maybe if it's Accra, it's like a Kaswa.
It's like Kaswa.
Ashaman.
No, Kaswa people was come and fight me.
Oh, no, don't understand.
So it wasn't like a typical village, but I lived in a place where we ran on generator. Like there was no lights going up there. So my dad was like running on a generator.
Was it his own church?
Yes, his own church. He's been in it for like, it's over about 50 now.
What's the name of the church?
Christ Foundation Church. So it's a charismatic church.
Okay.
Yes, so growing up there, I didn't know the direction I was going. But I think I was able to identify certain things through the school I went. Okay. And then because of that, my mom threw me from Kumasi to Odumase Krobo to attend Krobo Girls. Because she said that she didn't want me to always have that mindset that this is my home. No, she wanted me to find my way out there.
God bless your mother.
Oh, yes. So I went to Krobo Girls. Yeah. And then I started meeting different people, different tribes. You know, Krobo girls is in the Krobo land, but the people that are not in the school are not Krobos. It's more of people from Accra, Eastern region, and even Ashanti region, Central region. So you hear different languages, you meet different personalities, different characters. So that was it. That was one of the places that I identified myself as, okay, so it's not only a Joseph Besianze that you know, but there's something out there that you can chase.
Yeah.
And then after school, so I'll tell you one of my moments, one of the times that I will never forget. You know, growing up, where I grew up, I didn't know what I wanted. So when I finished school, and my dad asked me, my dad asked me, oh, so what can you do for the meantime? What do you want to do whilst you prepare to go to uni? I said, oh, do you want to know?
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, that because then there was Unity Oil in Kumasi, and the girls would wear the white shirts and the pants and the boots.
You wanted to work at the filling station?
At the filling station and give people food. My dad was like, you know, that kind of thing. So my dad spoke to an uncle of mine who was then an administrator at the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. And he said, oh, even if they don't have anything for me to do, they should let me come every day. Come and sit there.
Okay.
He doesn't want me to stay home because where my mind is, if he doesn't control, so my dad spoke to my uncle and I started doing attachment there.
Okay.
And my dad was paying me because he was like, he was doing everything for me to feel comfortable there. So that was where I met Honorable Isaac Osei. Then he was the MP for Subin constituency. Then he gave me the opportunity to work for him as a secretary.
Okay.
Yes, so that was where I connected.
Ah, all right.
Back to the
B life.
bougie people lives more. So I met Honorable Isaac Osei. He came to do a donation and came to see my boss then, who was my uncle. Then they said, oh, he wasn't there. I'm the one there. So he should speak to me and leave him. And so like, oh, you are very pretty. I like the way. And you know, one thing about me, I always try to look good.
Right.
So as much as I was doing my attachment
very important.
there, yes, it's very important.
Yeah.
You don't have to have it before you want to look good or brand yourself. I knew I was just there for attachments. When I'm going to work, I dress like I have some position be there.
Yeah.
So when he goes like, excuse me, I said, oh, I'm doing my attachments. And he was impressed about my looks, the way I welcome. He said, oh, I need a secretary at my Kumasi office. Let me know if it's an offer you can take. Then I called my mom. And I told my mom that, oh, I met the MP. He said he would let me work. I said, my mom went with me, went to meet him. He told me, it was just like that. It wasn't no protocol or anything.
So God's hand was in there because definitely a pastor's child, you know, the prayers were there. You are very prayerful as well. So this journey, you know, people often say when you start and you're doing well, there are so many spiritual attacks. Have you gone through spiritual attacks yourself?
Oh, I'm still going through it.
How?
It's part of it. I mean, you don't even have to get close to someone before they attack you. Sometimes your personality, sometimes your looks. Sometimes there is something, or you could even be this bang. Somebody might hate you for nothing. So that's why your spiritual life should be very deep. I mean, you have to be a prayerful person. If you are not prayerful, you lose direction. You do things on your own. And I always say that if you want to know or identify what you have to speak to God first.
Right.
You don't look at what someone is doing and think you have the resources and you start. No. There should be a communication between you and God. What you are doing, I can't do it. I can get a platform, get someone to give me the chance, get an outfit that is 10 times costly than what you are saying, but I cannot command a studio like you do because it is not my calling.
Right.
So I always say that these challenges, being it, I don't even believe in someone is doing something to you because if you have a good relationship with God, there's a covenant. And the covenant I have with God is that I don't think God will watch me and watch someone attack me. I am firm on that covenant, and I make sure I renew it every time I speak to him.
Amen. Amen.
So sometimes my mom gets worried. She's like, hey, anyone who, I'm like, listen, I know the relationship I have with God, and I know how I have positioned him in my life. And I say that you are my father. What do fathers do for their children? They provide, they take care of them. So if I have that relationship with you, will you watch someone harm me? No. So I'm a woman with a crazy faith. You know, mothers, they see things in their world like, Mom,
forget about it.
I know that
Everything
God accepts. God didn't bring me thus far to fail. Yes, I've had my ups and lows. I've had times in my life that I was seeing myself fail right under my eyes. 10 years of being Foodbank, I have seen everything.
What is the worst you've heard people say about you?
With Foodbank, I would say not much. Maybe they say I don't hear. But Kula, my restaurant.
Yes, your restaurant, Kula Bistro.
It put me in a position I never saw myself to be. Because with Foodbank, there are more of like events. Booking, you go, you do, you are done. But Kula was more like a new phase for me. Well, one thing I missed on my early journey was I was doing restaurants because when people were ordering different meals, I was having a lot of leftover. So I started with restaurants.
Okay.
But I didn't have people to buy. They were just friends. Okay. And nobody knew me. So I couldn't continue. I had to stop. Of course. Build the brand through Foodbank, kakra. Just last year, I went back into the restaurant business. And guess what? It almost drove me back.
Really? What happened?
Because I had a vision of selling some local foods, but in a very presentable way or different way that people know of. So not your regular ampesi that the stew is on the side and all. But the aesthetics of the space gave me out. People came in looking for proper fine dining vibe plating. So they were not tally, like there were a lot of attacks on TikTok,
I think
on
I saw one
Facebook.
of the videos on TikTok.
Yes, and then they will come, somebody can come and sit there for 8 hours, 6 hours. They don't want to leave for another customer to come and say, and when you push it, they go and give a negative review.
So that's what was happening?
Yes, and you know, Ghana, when the business is owned by you, a Ghanaian, they have a way they treat it.
Yeah.
And when it's owned by the foreigners, the Lebanese and the Indians, even the staff, when you go to other brands, I mean, as TV, I can't just mention anyone's brand name, but when you go to other brands and you see the way they are punctual, they are organized, they behave, you still be like...
You'll be shocked.
Shocked. And some of them are past workers from those places. And you ask them, so this thing, can you do it as Rosalind's company? Madam, no. When you do, what will happen? They will suspend you, they will fire. I'm like, so why are you doing it here?
Yeah.
And they'll be watching.
Wow.
So when it's a Ghanaian-owned business, your staff is your biggest challenge. The next is the people that come there. I mean, as a business owner, as much as I have a restaurant, I eat out.
But your place is one of the most beautiful restaurants we have in Ghana.
Yes, but they attack me a lot. They don't look at... So you see, with all that you have done, maybe a restaurant, and I'm saying ampesine fish.
Yeah.
They don't understand why you have that aesthetics and you are selling ampesine fish. So they'll buy the ampesi and do content and go and fight you on TikTok.
That I came and I had to buy ampesi and fish.
But if you go anywhere and they even serve you something you're not pleased with it, you can just raise a concern.
So you wanted to shut the restaurant because of that?
Yes, just like few months to, but like you want to open a restaurant in East Legon and have peace of mind. No, keep fighting. Because it was overwhelmed. I almost lost Foodbank because my everyday life, I was sleeping in my office.
Wow.
Yes, I slept in my office for 3 months. Because I close, the restaurant closes at 11, make sure that everything is back and then getting things organized. I sleep like 2, by 4:30 I'm up. And I'm a head chef, I cook in my kitchen, like I'm always there cooking. So I was also having challenges with my newly employed chefs because they are coming with their experience. They want to control, they want to command. But I have my standards. I have my recipe. I know what people like. So I was crashing in the kitchen with them and crashing out with the people coming in.
Who would have thought? Like, you know, we walk in and we see the beautiful place and we are like, oh my goodness, Nanama is doing well. She doesn't have any issues. Everything is fine. You know, people actually envy you.
They should come.
They should come, eh?
Me, I'm ready to give them my shoes to wear. And they will say that they will run. So I have a friend that comes like, who did they mean to me about? I'm like, you know? So that's one thing about entrepreneurship.
But what kept you going all this while, though?
Purpose. Yeah, purpose. I had a purpose. I knew what I wanted. And then it's a dream, it's a calling, it's passion, purpose. Like, you should have a purpose of what you are doing. I knew that it wasn't going to fail, no matter what. One of the things I managed so well is satisfying my clients, even at the restaurant.
Right.
So whatever the challenges are, I don't let it affect the work, the delivery, the finished product. I have to make sure that I can fall in the kitchen, my jollof can burn. I have to make sure that what comes out is not the burnt one.
Okay.
So what was pushing me every day was the people that send me messages. Oh, we admire you, you inspire us. All these people, are you going to give up one day for them to search for you? Like, oh, I don't want to be a past brand that they will mention my name like, oh, Foodbank, no Moyadio. Oh, you don't know if they've been in the system and they are still doing well. So there are so many DMs I get, sometimes random calls. And I ask myself, do you want this person to wake up one day and know that what are the challenges? Let me identify them. Let me see what I can. The ones I can't solve, I leave them.
And you leave them to God?
And I leave them to God.
Wow.
I leave them.
Your story is really inspiring because, believe me, there are so many companies that have collapsed because they went through these challenges and they couldn't stand it. And so they had to close down and find another, you know, path. Because that's how difficult it was. You have a beautiful daughter, Baby Banks.
Baby Banks.
How is she?
She's well.
Is that her real name, Baby Banks?
So, because I'm Foodbank.
Yeah.
The bank, okay, so because I'm Foodbank, my friends called me Ama Bank.
Okay.
So when I had a baby, and then one of my friends said, well, how is... No, I think it's my doctor.
Okay.
Apia Kubi said, when I did my scan, and I wanted to know the gender, and I was like, what do you... I said I wanted a boy. I said, why? I said, I want to pierce one ear and then do braids, you know, those American boys. I said, you're not serious. You're having another Baby Banks. I'm like, another Baby Banks. Okay, you're having another you.
Yeah.
So then he didn't say a girl. It's like, I said, oh, wow. Okay. So when I came home and I was telling my family, my mom and the rest, they were like, hey. So since then, when I said, oh, Baby Banks near Manabao. Baby Banks, mom. Then it came up like as a name. But her name is Xaviera.
Okay, what does it mean?
Xaviera means something that brightens. Like she came to brighten up my life.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful name. So she brightened up your life.
Yes, she's the light of my life.
She is?
Yes, she is.
Was your life dark?
Yes, a little, because I was told that I can't have a child.
Really?
Yes. At a very early stage.
How old were you?
I was 24.
And you were told you can't have a child?
Yes, because I had a lot of stomach issues here and there. Yeah. So I was just living my life thinking that I'm not the kind of woman that will have a child and all that. Yeah.
How was it like? I really want to know, because I know there are so many people who probably they've tuned in and they've heard this from a doctor that they can never have a child. How was it like for you when you were told this?
It was terrible. I didn't understand, because I felt like, what have I done? I mean, people come to my dad, they want a baby, and the next day they are giving testimonies in the church. And so one thing my dad said was that, like, if there is no barren in the house of God. So my dad used to encourage me, my mom. I remember some years back, like 6, 7 years ago, my mom woke me up at 2 a.m. to tell me that my sister has given birth, the one after me.
Right.
And then I cut the line. Because I was like, why will you wake me up at 2 a.m. and tell me this when you know that I can't have a baby? Like, are you mocking me or what? And my mom was like, oh no, he came in and we're all sharing. And I'm like, don't you call me at that time and tell me. Because that night I couldn't sleep again. I was asking myself, hey, how come my sister has a baby and they are telling me this and also me, how my baby came up, I don't know. It just happened.
It just happened.
It's a miracle. So her second name is Muriel. Muriel means miracle.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were not even expecting her?
Not at all. When they told me, I was in Dubai and I went off and they thought it was COVID because it was the COVID time
era.
COVID.
So what, you collapsed?
Yes. And they took me to the quarantine and they were checking up on me. And they said, congratulations. I said, okay. You are 8 with me. It's not true. I said, yes. So I called my doctor and said, oh, they're all bad. Then we check. So when I came, he also referred me to another doctor, Outreach, a gynae. Then I went to do the test and he was like, yeah, you are pregnant, 8. I said, it's not true. Because I've been there. I've done 4 months, 3 months, and I've lost it. So I still didn't believe it, that I'm pregnant. And I was still telling everybody it's not true. So it was even after a very long time I started preparing properly for delivery, yes, because I didn't believe it. Not at all, yes. So the day I had a baby and they called my dad, what he said was,
oh, bless. Now I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps all over. Wow. You'll be asking a few questions pretty shortly. I can tell, hey, when you're bro. Anyway, you let them know Shola is here too. Shola, hi.
Hi.
I mean, we see people from afar and we think it's always a smooth journey,
rosy,
right?
Yeah. Especially when it comes to business owners, people automatically think that they got up, slept, woke up, and then all of a sudden they have what they have. But there are struggles, there are real struggles. A number of, I can do it, I fail, I have to start all over again. Like, businessmen and women are doing well. So it's CEOs, boy CEOs, women CEOs, Charlie.
And with all of these, you just shared the story. So you were walking, crying, knowing very well that you could never have a child. Wow. I don't know how you survived it, though. Just a miracle.
Yeah, it's just a miracle.
Just a miracle. Anyway, so we have some messages coming.
Yes, we do. This one says, good day, Rosalind, great show. I stands for strength. It stands for resilience and endurance. Kudos to Madam CEO and congratulations on your 10th anniversary. Continue feeding the masses with good food. I can already see something on the table. So.
But you know, you had her food at my party and you've been complimented.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. This woman's food, trust me. I went to Rosalind's party and then I said, oh, I want to be demure about what I eat. Trust me. After 2 spoons, I threw my demureness in the bin. Because I think my favorite, I keep saying the potato salad.
The potato salad, yeah, you said it.
Please, did you bring some?
I'll bring you.
Thank you.
And Sheila said hers was the anguamo, right?
Oh, I mean, the jollof for me. It was the potato,
okay.
The jollof. I mixed it with a little bit of rice, another rice. I added another salad.
Hey!
So, but this one I don't tell you anything. Most of me kind of cry, most be calming down for me. So, I mean, it was really, really good. Rosalind, do another birthday party, okay, so that we can come in.
Don't worry, 10 years is just around the corner. On Sunday, we are all gathering for the event, and we'll be eating something. So let's all gather at the end of
We can come, right?
Yes.
Rosalind,
we'll talk about that event very soon.
Okay.
Let's read.
This one says that she's the embodiment of women empowerment. All women should learn from her. You can make it in life even if you're a woman. This one says that, Rosalind, I like Emma's story. I prepared some meals for my child's birthday and we were all admiring the food and the setup. At the end, my son said, he says, hey, Mama, can we sell the food? Hey. You want to sell your mother's food? This one says that, hi, Changes, I missed you during the week, but I'm glad you are here. Thank you. Rose-Link, today you are really giving us the Gen Z era with a little cute
I am Gen Z, darling.
But I don't understand why people don't know that.
What
do you even look 25 at this point? You look 18.
Darling.
You see all these things I'm saying? It's because I'm trying to make you take me wherever we are going on Sunday.
Don't worry, we'll go together,
Thank
darling.
You. This one says, I'm loving this conversation so far, but did she bring us some goodies to try from our seats? Because she has done so well. Congratulations. Hey, Shola the foodie. This one, I know that Shola will follow you, Madam CEO, because, hey, of course, where Auntie, did they tell you that I know how to work in the kitchen? I can cut, I can cook, I can fry, roast, bake. What other things do we do in the kitchen?
You can
I can even transform the meals for you. Telepathy. Hey, telepathy. It's okay. So this one says that I started a clothing business 3 weeks ago and I haven't made a single sale. It's funny how I'm still sewing more clothes, hoping to sell them all. You will sell them. Keep going at it. Like girls.
Who is this person?
My love, please drop your name so we know who you are. Right?
So this person, I think, should come for the summit. We'll talk about the summit. So just keep watching the show, talk about the summit. So you get to learn how to, you know, sell your clothes and make some money off it, okay?
So this is basically for CEOs, startup businesses?
Everyone.
Right.
So we're going to be delving into it, but I want to take a few questions from the audience, the studio audience, and then we can delve into that. Yes.
So I have two questions based on... when you started, you said it's a calling. So my first question is, have you ever had a dream or a sudden inspiration to combine food supplement to make a new dish? That's my first question. And then my second question is, you talk about you sometimes fighting with your chef because you have your own recipe. The second question is, since certain food ingredient combinations can be toxic or harmful to human consumption, what makes you confident that the ingredients you dream or have idea of missing won't cause harm to human consumption? I'm Reverend Eugene.
Okay. Reverend Eugene. Okay.
Also.
Okay, Reverend Eugene, thank you for your questions. The first one was about whether, because I say it's a calling. Yes, I do. I mean, a lot of people close to me will tell you that most of the things I talk about is the things I see. I'm not saying I'm a seer or I have the eyes to see things, but personally, when it comes to my setups, even recipes, because I don't have a catering background, because I didn't go to a catering school, I have grown on the recipes with time. Some of them, yes, I see them when I sleep. And I wake up, and when I come to work, I tell them, oh, today I want to do this, bring this. And then my people, they'll be standing with like ebefa. So there's a term in my kitchen called afa, ebefa. Yeah, so I see most of them, my setup. I see some of them as well. And even how to go up, even this conference. It's not, so I don't just get up to do things. No. Anyone that's very close to me will tell you. If you see me announcing something or say that I am doing this, then I have prayed about it for years. Some are years, some are months, some are even days. When I have events, I pray. Sometimes my team will call me, they want to know what I am doing. Then I'll tell them that, oh, I'll get back to you. And I pray about it. I don't want it to be like, oh, you say everything, pray. No, so if you don't pray, God will not answer you. You can't do. I'm just trying to tell you where mine comes from. That is why most of the things I do are unique. I get the chance to hear from God. Just last 3 days, I told a friend of mine that, you know me, if I don't hear from God, I'll not do it. So you can't tell me. They were trying to tell me to ask something.
Most of your recipes are from God?
Yes, even my setups.
Wow.
Chop by experience.
Yeah, we'll talk about chop by experience.
Yes.
You know, I had fufu. Oh my God. So do you know chop by experience? There's an event called chop by experience. So when you go for the...
It's not an everyday thing. It's a seasonal...
It's a seasonal thing.
Yes.
How did you come by it, though?
I saw it.
My second question.
Your second question.
You saw it. Wait, before you ask that question, I'm interested in job bags.
Yeah, so I had a client's lawyer, John, his daughter's engagement. The girl called me and said she wants everything to be traditional. She doesn't want anything foreign there. She wants something local. So I had a friend then I was talking to her about it, and I'm like, I don't even know what this girl wants. I'm confused. Said, oh, take your time, maybe you'll be able to. So I was sleeping. It was in the afternoon, a Saturday. And then I saw, you know, Kumasi, there's this place called Patasi Fufu. I saw the place, it just came in my eyes, the way they've lined up the soups and they were doing that Sanka thing. So I called my friend that, I'm going to bring the whole Kumasi style of chop bar to the event. Like, hey, Obi wedding now, by Phil. Like, okay, so I was traveling and I traveled. And then whilst I was there, I saw something there that reminded me of that picture I had.
Right.
So I called back home and I told my girl that, you know what, buy me lots of Iowa, Asanka, the smaller ones. That's what they will serve, they will use to eat at the event. We are not doing plates. So I came, Madam, now you are the Abontim, say, do it for me. Treat it with shea butter, wash them well, and then when I come, we'll take care of it. So that event was the very first one I did.
Okay.
So we set up like a chop bar, big, that they sent, the soups were live, and the guests were walking, and it was a beautiful experience. Like, we got even the money was being tough at the end with the vendor, but later I said, what's the meaning? So it was because no one had ever done that at an event where you go for someone's wedding.
They actually
pounding the fufu live. The soups are lined up. The girls were doing.
It's on fire, you know?
It's on fire. They were doing the kukonte, everything there. So that was the first thing I did. And I was getting a lot of comments. People were asking me, where is the location? Like people's events. And it's one of the things I actually put my brand out there because then people got to know of me. It went viral. Like it went to different countries and they were sending me messages. They were reposting and all. So that's how the whole thing came. So I had one friend, Nanekia, who used to push me that, oh, you owe Ghanaians chop bar. You owe Ghanaians chop. I said, hey, this thing, for a very long time, I didn't know I wanted because I had not heard from God. And the timing of me is that I need signs. I'm the type that I wait for signs before I do things. So when it was time for me to do it, I told God that I want a place in East Legon. And I want it to be big, and I want people to know me through that.
Yeah.
And I was there, I met a friend who had a space and was like, oh, no, I was asking but I never BBA.
Wow.
Yes. So that was the first time. And I started getting in calls, oh, Pacha, you've been here fufu. Like, you'll be there, then you get a call. You haven't told anyone that you're selling fufu. But they are calling you that, oh, I'm at East Legon. I want to buy this, I want to do. So the calling aspect is that it's not even just me. What you are doing shouldn't just be a calling before. But if you talk to God, that's why I say that you need direction in life. If God is directing you, He will give you everything. Being it in a dream or somebody even saying something to draw your mind to what you have to do. So you need to also prepare yourself for that so that when it comes in, you don't throw it away or you don't leave it. And then your second question about me being sure about what I give people. We eat the food we make for events. That's what we eat with our household. That's what our people, our staff eats. That's what everyone eats. So whatever you know that you are putting out there, make sure the environment you cook it is clean. Make sure you are sourcing the right ingredients. You don't just buy on cost base. You have to buy on quality base. So if I want to buy tomatoes, I don't have to go and buy the one that has ants on it because it's affordable. No, buy the good one. It also influences the taste of your food. The quality ones gives you the good taste. Because if you are using a beef that is going bad a little, no matter the spices, when you finish, it will come out. I have experienced that. Some oh, madam, and yeah, she say, I didn't say, oh, madam, you know workers, madam, a cow, before they'll go through every process and do it. Before we go to the event, or sometimes you get to the event, you see that this thing is going, but I'll tell them, take it to the car. I'd rather explain to the client that, oh, we had a situation than to serve it. So be intentional about what you are doing and take out the ones that are not good. Don't say you want to make a lot of money, so you want to push it to people. That is when you have a problem. But if your ingredients are good and you have the best team or the right team, and then when you are sourcing for team, don't go in for cheap people. Not their personality that is cheap, but I can't afford somebody that is good, so you just go and pick just anyone on the street to come and work in your kitchen. They will miss the things they do. They'll put what is supposed to be in the freezer in the fridge and put what's supposed to be on fire in the fridge. So you end up missing them. And because you want to save your money, you go ahead and still use it. And the result is when people will be affected and there'll be food poisoning here. And so get the right ingredients. When you have the good ingredients, make sure your space is clean. I am always fighting in my kitchen.
Wow. Any more questions? Any more? Oh, you still have another one. Rev, please go ahead. You ask. Right after that, we'll go into the Aya event that is coming up. And it's an event that if you're a woman, you don't want to miss it. Trust me on it. You want to make money and you're a woman, don't miss this event. Yes, Rev.
Okay, so I wanted to find out if you hear something from the Lord that go and do this, and at the point of doing it, you also hear another voice that stop, don't do it. Have you ever had such encounter before?
Maybe there's a vision, you want to do it.
Yes.
It depends on what is stopping. Is it a friend that is telling you to stop? No. So the voice that is telling you, God will not put a vision from him or you and he only tell you to stop when he sees that whatever he even asks you to do, like Abraham. God told him to sacrifice his son, but at a point, he's told him to stop and make sure that there is a replacement. So before God, that second voice will come to tell you don't do it. There is a better thing, or there is something that God wants you to do, and it will give you the same results. So once it's a calling from God, before he himself will tell you to do this, and come back to tell you to stop, he will make sure that he's giving you why he wants you to stop. And you yourself will not even notice. That's why I'm giving you the story of Abraham. God told him to sacrifice Isaac. But when he was ready to slaughter him, he saw the lamb, right? To replace Isaac. So before God will tell you the second time not to do what you think you are doing, I'm sure and I believe that there will be a replacement. So he won't leave you hanging and confused. No, he doesn't do that. He has a way of taking care of his own.
Fantastic. You at home can also send your messages to us on 055-157-5757. We'll be going to the kitchen pretty shortly. But before then, tell us about the Aya Women's Conference.
Okay, so Aya Women's Summit.
It's a summit.
Okay? Yeah, it's a summit. Conference summit, I mean, it's the same thing. It's to celebrate women. The women that have built, that have led, the women that have inspired, the women that have mentored through food, entrepreneurship, arts, media. It cuts across. It's not a one-sided thing. So we women, we play a very vital role or important role in everything that happens around us. And this is a conference or a summit that we are going to listen to people, their stories, their experiences, their journey, their challenges, and also with the chefs coming on board. So I have myself, Chef Yvonne from UK, Chef Sonia from Cameroon, and then Chef Tiko from Nigeria. They'll also be doing a few goodies, like recipes live for people to see how we are able to come up with certain foods that they see us do. So when you come to Aya, you see different meals and how they are being prepared. And then we have Miss Nancy looking at our personal styling, etiquette, because I mean, where there is food, there is etiquette.
Yeah.
You have to know how to handle yourself, even when the food, how to even eat it, how to hold your plates, how to hold your cutlery. Miss Nancy will be handling that. And we have Sonia Ibrahim targeting our mental health.
Right.
It's not just for we entrepreneurs. Mental health is for everyone. I believe even as women, we go through a lot. Our cycle, our looks, even your hair. How your hair is even looking can even affect your mental health. So it's one thing that she is looking at us in the mental health aspect. And when it comes to food, the hustle, I mean, like you come to work, you stand, you control this, you
all
do
the
that.
time.
And you go home and it's like you have to make a meal.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot. How do you psych yourself to that? That's one thing she's also looking at. Miss Elena Mhogley is from the oil and gas field, and then she's also into innovative technology. So she's also taking us through the corporate side of a business. Dolores, is also going to tell us about her journey, being a media personality, and the rise to being an entrepreneur and a brand owner for all her brands that she also has. So we have all these women coming to share nuggets with us and then what we have to know about even being an entrepreneur. So you don't have to be a food person to be there. You have to just come and listen, because the stories that we even share is not always related to food. There's a whole journey, there's a whole story before the recipes, before the food that we present to you on our socials. So Aya is about women in business. Even men.
Men. So men are invited?
Yes, men are part. Men are part. Yes, and we can't wait to have you. So men are part of the summit as well, because behind every successful woman, there's a good man.
That's so true. So right now, if somebody wants to be a part of the summit, what can the person do? Do they have to... Shola, you want to read some messages?
Oh, yes, we do have some messages.
Because actually... Right. Signaling me.
Well, this one says, I really appreciate today's program. The program is so enjoyable. That's true. This one says that, please, this is Nanan N. Faba from Tamale. Please ask her whether she's single. Hey. If yes, I need her number for
That's
a private
not a good question.
Not
Who
a
said
good
it's a good question?
Why? This one says, hi, Roslyn, you're looking gorgeous. I vibe you, Wate, Mama Christie. You know I am Amatu. I'm a student of Sterling Heights Academy, and you have inspired me so much. I love you. This one says that, hello, please, I'm Francis from Bolga, and I watched your videos, and I'm amazed with your insights. I think it will be good having time with you guys. Can you please add me to your group so that I can learn more? Sure. This one says that, Roslyn, please bring... Oh, I said Roslyn brings people like this all the time. Of course, we bring you people that are absolutely the best and can impact your life one way or the other. So keep your messages coming. Roslyn?
Yep, so you can keep them coming in on 055-157-5757. So I was asking you earlier, who can actually be a part of the summit?
The Aya Women's Summit is for all. We are celebrating women, yes, but it's for everyone. You can be a man and still attend, because you have to be there and celebrate the strong women, the strength of a woman. So Aya is an Adinkra symbol, our very own Adinkra fan. Fan doesn't break, it doesn't wither, nothing happens to it. So everyone coming there means that you are very strong, you endure, you are resilient, you empower. So Aya is not just for women, it's for everyone. Startups, if you're already a boss in your business, come and add something to what you already know. Or you can even come and network and share your contacts or build relationship with people, because we have a lot of business people coming around on that day. And then if you are also a startup business and you want to understand how to go about it, there is a segment for you that you will get all that. Yes, please. And you get to enjoy good food from Foodbank. There's a breakfast segment.
I like that one.
Yes. There's a breakfast segment, because the event is an early event. It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then it's
a full day.
It's a full day. Because we want to have all the time. So this event is more like an interactive conference. We share ideas, we communicate, we respond to questions. We give you the chance to ask the questions. You learn, you network, you build contacts. So it's a very broad kind of platform that every woman, every man has to be there. So you don't have to own a business. Even if you have a vision board, and you don't know how to go about it, you come. You pick something from there, you build a contact, you network, so that you can also know where to start from. Don't sit and watch people's achievements and say that I can do it. There's a lot that goes into what we see out there.
Okay.
So when you come, you understand it more. Then you know where to begin from.
Do we have to buy tickets or something to be a part of it?
Yes.
Okay.
But we have student packages that we are announcing today.
Okay.
So there was a link, or there is a link you can actually use to register for a 500, and not to take money from anyone, but we were also trying to control the numbers and also make sure that we give you the best on that day.
Okay.
But there is a student package we are launching today where you can use your ID to register 400 cedis.
Okay. Oh,
yes.
That cheap?
For students.
Wow.
We want the students to come and also learn something.
Nice.
We didn't also want to open it for people to think that it's a fair, I'm there to eat and meet a celebrity or someone. No. We want you to be intentional. We want you to know that you are coming into a space, that you are coming to learn something. So the students one is very affordable. You just give us your ID in the link, and then we'll look at you. We'll do a few checks.
Okay.
Yes, then we'll give you a pass before.
So those of you who are not students and you want to say you are students, so the event is when? Sunday?
It's on Sunday, 29th of June.
All right.
2025, just this coming Sunday, at the Underbridge Event Center, East Legon.
East Legon, that's amazing. So it's time for us to go to the kitchen and see. So what are you preparing for us? We can actually walk there, you know.
Yes.
Yes, so let's walk to the kitchen.
This is what I'm waiting for. Yeah, can we hurry up so we know what's coming to happen here? That's what I was waiting for. So
this is what Shola you've been waiting for.
It's one of the, no, mind you, I'm impacted, but I mean, after the impact, you need to feed the spirit and the soul.
And the soul.
Yeah.
And the body. All right, so Nana, what are you preparing for us in the kitchen?
Okay.
Well, so we'll be raising Joe Metal on Zoom. He can't be in the studio because, you know, time is very, very close. So we'll be raising him on Zoom pretty shortly and get to know what he's doing. Maybe we'll go through some rehearsals, you know, with him in the studio. So pretty shortly. So stay glued to your television set for that. All right.
So because I don't have my hand wash basin or space here, I'll do gloves.
Okay.
Now, there is something about gloves that I want us to talk about here.
All right.
When you see chefs online and they are not wearing gloves, it doesn't mean their hands are dirty. Gloves doesn't really guarantee the safety of a food or anything. As the chef doing it, they are intentional. They know that this is going into someone's body, and I have to make sure that it's good. So those of you that have been attacking us,
calm down for
that's
you don't wear gloves.
You're not wearing gloves. And I look at you, please. We beg you. Gloves is not the safest way. Even me in the kitchen, when I wear gloves, I wash my hand on top as well, because I mean somebody packaged this, right? Yes, and then, so I don't have my hand wash here. I wouldn't have even used the gloves. I like clean hand work. So today we are having the smoked salmon canapé. It's a canapé, something to just bite. It's not a main meal. These are simple things you can do even when you have a guest coming to your house unannounced. Of course, you have the ingredients. They are quick fix. That's something you can easily make. So this is a baguette bread. It's a French bread. And then we have our cream cheese here as a topping.
Baguette bread and cream cheese.
Yes. And then we have some small butter.
Okay.
And then we have some jam. And then we have our smoked salmon.
Okay.
Which is actually imported. But you can use our regular tuna. Yes, you can use tuna. You can even use beef, sliced egg. You can use ham. You can use so many options to make this, not necessarily the smoked salmon. I love smoked salmon. That is why I'm doing smoked salmon.
But the baguette bread, is this the normal texture? Because I've had it a number of times and I'm like, is this supposed to be this?
It's hard.
Yes, it's hard.
That's how it is.
It's a French pastry, so the whole thing is hard. It's not like a regular soft butter bread or tea bread. This is a recipe on its own. Right. Yes, so when you have your bread, I have some slice here already. Okay. So you can slice it in so many ways. So you just get this part off. So we have this part off. You can just slice it into any shape or size. According to your preference. According to your preference. But it doesn't have to be stick like this.
Okay.
Because
It can be
it's a
thinner.
finger food.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have to be able to bite into it.
Right.
You have to be able to
So
bite
those of
into
you
it.
who want to...
Without opening
they
your
don't
mouth.
want to bite it, so they want to boo it. So they do like this, and they put it in the tea like that.
See, this one is made for canopies. So we have this here, so you can just give it a little butter.
Okay.
Is it for taste or is it?
It's for taste. I mean, this is salted butter.
Okay.
It's actually for taste.
But you can actually go without the butter and go with
You
the
can
cheese
go
if
without
you
the
want.
butter if you want to go healthy.
Okay.
Right.
So there's actually a healthy cream cheese out there that
Right.
if you want. So even this butter, you can also put the butter on a microwave it a little, put it in the oven to give the butter a chance to melt.
Okay.
Yes. But I mean, we don't have it. No way, we'll manage what we have. So you can just spread some
Okay.
butter.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to bite into it though.
It's not only
Yeah, it's one of the best and delectable canapes that you can actually have.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm waiting to bite into it.
Is there a time of day that anyone can have this, or you can have it at any time?
Anytime. You can have it in the morning, in the
It's
afternoon.
usually used
You
as
can-
appetizer, right?
As an appetizer,
Okay.
yes.
Or a starter.
A starter. It's something you can just munch on even when you don't feel like it. So usually these ones are served before an event main meal is served. Just so to keep your guests
So this can be a starter.
It can be a starter,
So
yes.
can I eat it if I'm trying to lose weight?
You can have a healthy butter.
Okay.
You can find them in the supermarkets. You know, staying healthy is expensive. And these ones, yes. So if you want to have these things, I mean, the smoked salmon is very healthy.
Yes.
Very.
What about the bread, the baguette?
The baguette is
healthy too,
yes,
right?
baguette is healthy. So you can have the baguette and then have this is jam,
jam, okay.
which is high in sugar.
Okay.
So I would not recommend this if it's for a dietary purpose. So you can take the jam out.
Okay.
And we have healthy butter as well.
Okay.
Or you can do without the butter and then just do a healthy cheese as well. You can get the healthy cream
market.
cheese, yes, in the market.
So the cheese is about to go on.
Yes, so
Yes.
so this is the bread.
Right.
And then you just add your cheese. You can spread it anyway. You can decide to put it in the middle or even have it at a particular place. So this is it. And then
Why shall I say loud
No,
like
because
that?
I'm trying to make this for you next week. Okay. So let's see.
so we have the bread, we have the butter, we have the cream cheese. So now we can have our smoked salmon, depending on how you are serving it and the sizes you want. But it's more presentable when you have a look at the sizes. So you can just roll it to give it a shape or a look.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
And just leave it here.
Oh.
Like this. And then I should have used a chutney sauce.
What's that?
Chutney sauce is made of tomatoes, vinegar, and sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
What
and
would that
it
have
gives
done?
you, just like this.
Oh.
It gives you the same taste and then consistency, taste, and then color.
Right.
And then you just use a little of this.
Okay. Oh, this looks good.
Garnish it.
Yay.
And then we have our dill here.
Let me take this one off a bit so that the
Okay,
camera can
sure.
capture it, because I think the camera is struggling to capture it.
Is this edible?
Yes, it's edible. So you can just have your dill. Okay, let me just reduce it a little bit.
It's edible. It's edible. Okay. This looks good. Okay. So this is This is proper fine dining, huh?
Yes.
Technology, huh? Okay, so Nana, is there a number people can call if they want to, book and register for Aya Women's Summit?
Yes, so you can, there's a link on our socials that you can register, but you can call 0245 210 617.
Okay.
Yes, and then ask any question or if you want to. But there is a link out there. If you have any struggles with the link, you can call 0245 210 617, and then we'll help you with the registration as well.
Nice.
So we will give maybe 3 of your audience free asses.
3 of you free asses. But where are you going?
If you don't give no time, trouble.
Okay, so who should I give? Who should I give? Maybe we should do some in-pay, set-to-pay, in-pay out. Anna Pimpana.
Can't we keep it for Friday? Can't we keep it for Friday? Because we'll be doing karaoke.
Yeah. Okay. So whoever is able to sing their song very well on Friday's karaoke, you will get to be. Shola won't fail you. So we just want to know. So go and practice your songs. And then when you can, you sing well. 3 of you will get to go for the Aya Women's Summit free of charge. You both get it, eh? All right. So if you also want to be a part of it, the number that she has given, you can contact them on that number. But there's also a link. So, Nana, do you know the link offhand? You can mention the link.
No, it's I don't know, you have to click.
You have to click. Okay, so it's on your social media page?
Yes, it's on all our social media.
Okay, so the social media page is?
Foodbank GH.
Okay.
One word. Yes.
Foodbank GH. Get in touch with them, book a seat at the Aya Women's Summit, and get to learn a lot. This is your opportunity to make money. I love money, and so whenever I hear anything about money, believe me, I'm going to be taking the front seat. That's me. Shola, you're coming with me?
Of course I am.
Yes.
I am coming.
Yes. So we're going to bite into this, and then after that, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, Minister Joe Mettle will join us, not in studio, but via Zoom. So you ought to stay glued to your television set. So time for us to bite into it. But I want the camera to capture this before we bite into it. I want everybody to see how beautiful it looks. Wow. Nana, is the flour edible though?
Yes, they are edible.
So I can eat this flour?
Yes, it's a dry edible flour.
Oh. Is it bitter?
It doesn't really have a friendly taste. Yes, but you can actually get it.
Okay, so on that note, we are going to bite into it. Is there anything else you want to say before you go, Nana?
To every young entrepreneur, I'll just say that stay true to your craft, believe in yourself, talk to God often for direction, and don't do something because someone else is doing it out there. Make sure you understand what you want to do. Make sure you are involved. Don't start a business because you have the resources and just bring anyone on board. They will leave you when you least expect it. Make sure you yourself, you are involved in what you are doing and believe in your craft. It will take time, but it will be worth it.
Amen. Thank you so much, Nana. So now we are going to taste it. I want the big one.
I know you want that. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I'm going to taste this.
Careful.
She's careful. But the best boy is I should call you. This is nice. This is good.
I don't have words. And I can't show you what I'm doing here.
When we finish, don't go. Do more for me. It's nice. This is nice. It is good.
It's really...
Don't I come and taste? Take that one. Chew it, everything. Stand here, eat. Huh? Eat it.